What's up, guys? I am back with another unboxing and another giveaway. I promised you I'd give you this for the people that commented down below on the last video. We're gonna give this away today. Venom cover from Unknown Comics, exclusive, worth about 20 bucks, I think, according to the sticker. So I'm gonna give that, guys, at the end of the show.
Okay, people, let's do this one more time. My name is Ramsey. I'm a comic store owner. I organize conventions. I'm in a band, and I'm a lifelong pop culture fan. And I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by it every day of my life. Welcome to Ramsey vs. Comics.
And right now we're gonna unbox this bad boy. This bad boy just came in from CBCS 2 weeks ago. Just came in, right? But I've been working my comic shop through this whole COVID thing and had a couple guys quit on me, so I've been there like 4 days a week, 12-hour shifts, and it's been tough to be able to make content, but I'm back. I'm committing to at least putting out one, maybe two videos a week. A couple days I'll be doing another one with CGC comics. So these comics I sent to Gary Kendra of Impressive Comic Books to get pressed. Ah, man, were they cracked and pressed? I believe some of them were. I don't even remember. I've sent so many things to get graded and pressed that I'm not even too sure what's in here. I think I have an idea. And to open this box today, we are gonna use the sword of Jaime Lannister from Game of Thrones. Can I do this without damaging the slabs inside? That's always the key. Hey, not bad. Not bad for like swords that aren't really, you know, sharp. So it opened it, did the job. CBCS is the company that I send my signed comics to get graded at. Why? Comics that are already signed can get verified by CBCS, by their signature authenticators, where CGC does not offer that service, and they're gonna slap a green, ugly label on there, looks like puke, that says someone wrote all over this cover. But CBCS has authenticators, and they say, yes, this is an authentic signature. And so that's where I sent these comics to. So for sure, it was some of my signed comics that I sent off. I really, honestly, straight up, do not know what grades were what. All I know is that Gary did say I got one 9.8, and it's a doozy. So hopefully, it's a really good one that got a 9.8. The rest, we'll see. CBCS is, I've heard and seen from some of the stuff I've sent them, really strict on their grading of modern comics. But again, if I want my signatures authenticated, that's where they gotta go. And here we are. Okay, one 9.8, which is exciting. Bam! Here's another one. Bam! Okay, so for this, I'm not gonna use the sword. It is not sharp enough. I'm going to use this sharp ass cutter that has wounded me many times. Okay, so I think I know. Is this 5 comics? 1, 2, 3, 4 comics. Oh no, it is 5 comics. Okay, so I think I know what these are. I know what 4 of these are. All right, and I don't know what grades they got. So they're not 9.8s, which sucks right off the bat. But here we go. What is this? Spiderman #1. Which cover? A silver cover. This is signed by Todd McFarlane right here, and his signature looks really strange. I'll do close-ups of this, but his signature looks really strange. It was done very early on. He co-owned a comic store called The Spider's Web. So on the back, it has this little stamp to show that it was authentic. But still, you gotta send it to these guys for them to authenticate it. Ooh, and CBCS has upgraded their cases. I like this case. Wow. Oh, 9.2. Oh, shoot. I hadn't looked at that yet. Oh, man. Okay, so one of the cool things about CBCS is that they provide you grader's notes for free, all right? And whereas CGC charges you like 10 bucks per comic that you want to know what the grades are. So let's find out. All you got to do is scan this here QR code right here in the back. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to see, man, why was that such a sucky grade? 9.2. It's not bad. It's still near mid. But man, it looks so good though. So it says, signature verified by BAS, which is Beckett Authentic Signatures, I think is the name of the company. Ink stamp, back left cover. So, okay, so the first one on there, this ink stamp actually takes away from the grade. They did it to verify that this was actually signed by Todd McFarlane at the Spider's Web back in the 90s when this was released. And it has this, and it came with a paper that said, hey, this stamp authenticates that this is real. Anyway, 9.2, ink stamp, left back cover, spine stress breaks color, and small scrape middle right back cover, middle right back cover breaks color. Oh, no. It looks like, I don't know. Anyway, so this one, signed by McFarlane, the silver and black cover of Spider-Man #1, one of the best-selling comics, especially at the time. I think 2.5 million, something like that, of these were printed. So they're plentiful out there. Signed by Todd McFarlane back in the day. 9.2. I'm scared to even look at these. And straight up, I don't know what these grades are. Gary sends them off for me when I press them. He sends them straight off. Might as well just send them straight from there instead of him sending them back to me and then me sending them back to CBCS. The less these things are in the Postal Service's hands, the better grade that I hope they would come back, because they're not being jostled around or thrown around, being spiked and stuff. Okay, so another Spider-Man #1 says Storyline Torment here. Oh, 9.6. All right, so this is a Spider-Man #1 second printing gold cover that was available at comic shops. For some reason, 2.5 million comics wasn't enough, and store owners wanted more comics, or Marvel wanted to make more money. Either way, it looks really cool in gold foil. You can tell right here by the Spider-Man here that this was bought in comic shops. There is another version of this cover that has a UPC symbol that was only available at Walmart, and that one's worth quite a bit of money. And I've been wanting one of those for a while. Don't have one yet, but the cool thing about this one, on Spidey's crotch, signed by Todd McFarlane himself, right along the crotch. All right, so 9.6, and man, this freaking looks great. A little blunting on the corners. Maybe that's what made it a 9.6. 2/3 inch production crease, bottom spine, front cover. Oh yeah, right over the eyes. But 9.6 still isn't bad. Is that it? Yeah, signature verified by BAS. And this looks very nice, 9.6. All right, better than, definitely better than 9.2. Here, let me face these towards you. What is this? Oh, okay. Could that be the 9.8? Okay, so this one we're gonna wait for till the end. Okay, so here's another Spider-Man. All right, so this one is a 9.6. Okay, not bad. This one also a very early signature of Todd McFarlane. Also, has the stamp in the back. Let's see if they took away points for that, which I'm sure they did. Grading is crazy. I guess as a collector, yes, I want to make sure that it's absolutely the perfect comic if I'm going to put it into my collection and put it away and have it graded. But But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. If they know it's something that is part of the history, does it really take away from the comic, you know? Okay, yep. So we know that this stamp right here is worth 2 points off of this grade. So this is technically a 9.8, signed by McFarlane, and it looks amazing. I mean, Gary pressed this thing out, and it looks absolutely flawless, except for that. So we know CBCS takes away 2 points for that authentication stamp that the spider's web did. Okay, here's another one. And so all of these were signed by McFarlane. So this has to be the one that's signed by, hold on, I don't want to look at that yet, Stan the Man Lee. And again, verified. Oh yeah! 9.8. Oh, which means this one's not a 9.8. But, oh man, it hurts so good. Okay, 9.8, Spider-Man, #1, signed by Stan Lee. This again is another variant cover. So the way they got to 2.5 million was by printing 2 different covers for the public to buy, a silver and a green. And they also polybagged them, and back in the day, it was a no-no to open one up. So you had to buy one to read, and then you had to buy one to be sealed, and then you had to have each color cover, and that's how they got to 2.5 million sold, right? Maybe not even sold to comic stores. Doesn't mean the comic stores were able to move them all. There's stories about people with long boxes of these still somewhere in warehouses, in collections. And anyway, they have appreciated some, but with 2.5 million out there, they cannot really ever, and most of them at that time, they were calling these limited collectors item, you know, #1s, you know, so everyone thought they were gonna strike it rich until they realized, okay, 2.5 million, everybody's putting them in bags and boards and taking care of them. There's gonna be a lot of high grades out there, not worth what we thought it was gonna be worth back then, but signed by Stan Lee. Again, another direct edition. There is some with a UPC here that were available on newsstands. All the ones with Spider-Man or any kind of art here were only available in comic shops. And I'm gonna scan this. I mean, when you get a 9.8, there's really nothing too wrong. It's very hard to get a perfect comic, a 10. But I'm gonna scan it, see if there's any kind of notes. Probably not, other than verified signature by Stan Lee, verified by Beckett Authentication Services. Really, really cool. And now on to this one. Probably, you know, one of my favorite movies. I dressed up as this character for Halloween back in like '94. I was working at H-E-B, which is a grocery chain in Texas, and I went in dressed as this character. And year before last, I was able to bring this creator to South Texas Comic Con, which is my convention that I put on every year, except this year. Thank you, COVID. And on the back here it says, a year ago, a cold October night, a broken down car on a dirt road, a man, a girl, madness, pain, and the shadows. My God, the shadows. And it is The Crow, #1, signed by James O'Barr, the creator. Oh man, that grade. Oh geez, a 7.5 with a little check mark, which means it presents better than a 7.5, but they did find something, you know, that they considered very faulty with this comic. But I don't know, this looks great in the back and the front. Oh, I see. Oof. Wow. Is that on the inside or outside? So there's this like weird thing that definitely wasn't there. What is that? There's this thing right here that just bothers me. That was not there, and it's not in the grader's notes. Okay, so it says spine stress breaks color. So yes, I see 3 little spine stresses there that break color. 4-inch corner bend crease, top right front cover, bends through to back. Gary warned me about this. There's a crease that goes across here that just couldn't really come out. Does it break color? I don't know. Does not break color, but for some reason just wouldn't come out. Line indents middle right front cover. All right, line indents middle right front cover. I see them. Looks like somebody drew on it or wrote on it. But a 7.5 for the Crow #1 from Caliber Press. I think it was 1989. Yes, 1989, and it was signed by James O'Barr in 1993. A little backstory. So James O'Barr's girlfriend died at the hands of a drunk driver, and that's when he actually created the Crow to help him deal with his grief. I love this book. I'm very happy to own it. Then we have the issue of this right here. So there's like a scrape or something. I need to really look at that better in the light, but it appears like it tore through, like it tore the front cover as it was getting encapsulated, and it has like a big scratch as well. And I don't know if that's the plastic or the actual cover. So I'm gonna have to investigate that and maybe file a complaint with CBCS about that. They do insure their books. You basically say, hey, this is how much I think this book is worth. And I don't know, I've never had to take anything up with them, but I'm definitely gonna talk to them about this thing here. Anyway, sad about the grade, 7.5, but hey, signed by James O'Barr, Crow #1. Not a lot of people can say they have that. Signed back in 1993, date written on there, and I think that's pretty cool. We're gonna give away to somebody who commented in the last video. We're gonna give them this Marvel Comics 1000 Unknown Comics variant with Venom on the cover. All right, so now we're going to pick a winner. So like I said, only 9 comments, so your chances of winning are 1 in 9, so that's pretty good. Tracy Price, you are the winner. Thanks for the unwrapping. I was wondering what was inside the Walmart packs. Well, now you know, and the more I see, the more I'll buy, so I can keep you guys in the know. All right, guys, so that's it. This was my CBCS haul. Really excited to have these back in my collections. All right, I need something from all you guys out there. I want you to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you know when the next What's in the Box is coming at you. Watch out!